Hi, good morning. My name is Brenda Carroll, and my informative speech topic discusses how to break a habit in not 10, not 15, but 21 days. And we're going to discuss those various topics just to help to get there, to be able to have the necessary tools in order to make it a success. So we all have habits. And how do they develop? Well, it's just the same old things that we've become accustomed to doing. And some of our habits are negative ones that we want to make into a more of a positive. For instance, to learn to stop smoking, or to lose a few pounds, or to be able to eat healthier. Well, there's various ways on how to do it, and in 21 days is the amount of time that is sufficient to be able to break those old habits and actually to implement new ones. So in order to break a habit, for instance, we would need to have a plan of action. And what sort of plan of action is that? Well, we want to do self-examination of ourselves, first of all. We want to find out in the habit itself what is causing us to be able to promote to the old ways and not to implement into the new ways. And most of the time it is procrastination. We want to set a target date. It's so important to be able to focus on the date that you want to start. That initially date is your new birthday, as pretty much as some have said. But in order to have a target date, how you be able to work towards it and to be able to start a new beginning. People like to initially consider it as a brand new beginning. You want to set some goals. You want to make sure that they are reachable and that they are achievable. You want to be able to, of those goals, to make sure that they can be measured. For instance, if it involves drinking in the past, as you were doing 20 Cokes a day, you can say, okay, I think I may want to reduce that down to 10 Cokes a day. And then the following week, you want to say, I want to reduce that down to 9. And see, with gradual baby steps would help to get us there. And what I mean by self-examination, sometimes the old way of we've been doing things could have been promoted by stress, or it could have been some other forms that lead us to be able to develop such a bad habit. And sometimes it's our environment, and most times that we want to improve on ourselves is because one way is reason of going to the doctor, for instance. And the doctor may say, okay, well, you may need to lose a few pounds, so how do we need to help to get there? And so you have these various tools to be able to help to get there. And then you realize to yourself, like I have done many times, just how important is it to me? How important is it to me to be able to have the newer numbers, to be able to look better, to be able to, the appearance to be better, to be healthier, to live longer, for instance? What is most important to you? Your children, it could be family, of course, and it could be just promote a new self. We all hear about New Year's resolutions, for instance. We have the New Year's resolutions, and then there's some people who will hold on to that maybe about a week or two, but after about the third week, then it's no more, then that's it. So, but how do we stay on target? Well, one of the things is a lot of times that we are triggered to be able to go back to our old habits. And why is that? I mentioned stress. Stress is one. When we feeling under pressure, what do? We could promote to a cigarette, or we could promote to greasy foods, just a comfort foods to make us feel good. But how about just a simple walk in the park? How about just to be able to have a healthier meal and reduce the sugar down, and just to be able to promote a better self? Because you know what brings along the good actually is going to take away the bad as well. So And one other thing too that I like to mention is rewarding. We should be able to reward ourselves once we cross over to a baby step into a better milestone, and we feel like we've done great. We are our biggest cheerleader, and it is also great to have a good support system. It's good to have a partner to be able to help you, to be able to have someone to walk with, or you can share it with someone that you know they help you to stay more accountable, keep you accountable. You can get involved into a social group, social media, Facebook, different various ways of sharing your information. And I am really big on journaling. So journaling also helps to promote your feelings, your thoughts. And one good thing about that is that a year from now, 6 months or to a year from now, you can always go back to it and say, what was I feeling at that time? Or what really brought me to that, to the old that I want to adjust to the new me? So those are some of the tools that we can use and to be able to hopefully on the road of 21 days and hopefully longer than that. But 21 days is a sufficient amount of time to say, realize, okay, this is what I want, this is what it's going to take me to get there. And it's just a little bit of time to do it most times, but it's a whole new way of life. And then what goes along with that, you're always sharing it with someone else, correct? We all do that. We share that because everybody's going to want to know, what is it that you're doing? Well, you're glowing, you're looking great. You know, and not just with weight as well. Again, it could be several other things that we are addicted to that we want to promote a better self. So thank you for listening. And thank you for listening. And it was great to be able to share this information with you today. Thank you.